this rich information that you're providing. So let's talk about like both the settings, right? Like the one is in more like the commercial setting, and then the other one is in the clinical trial setting. And you said clinical trial setting, there's a lot going on right now. So how like so based on this, what kind of decisions can be made
Mhm.
about the clinical trial, right? Because this patient is there to get a specific therapy. So now you come up with this. So now what changes?
Very good point. So there are two separate tracks here, right? One is the clinical diagnostics, which we are doing it in India,
Mhm.
okay, where the
Okay.
doctor wants to know what is the right therapy for a right patient at the right time point and the right dose, right? So we
Yeah.
provide them a full comprehensive report to help
Hmm.
him or her make those
Hmm.
decisions, okay? That's one.
Okay. Yeah.
The second part of that workflow, the clinical workflow, is okay, you have given the drug.
Hmm.
Okay, now is the drug working? So,
Okay.
therapy response monitoring is another aspect of it, right?
Okay.
And there are two pieces to it. One is the MRD, the minimum residual disease, right?
Yes. Yeah.
95% of the time you have taken care of. But that little 5%, right, that becomes a problem down the road, right?
Yeah.
And so how to handle that, right? So MRD and the therapy response monitoring, that's the clinical side. Now you ask me the second question, how is this onco insight assay helpful in the clinical trial setting for the
Hmm.
pharma?
Yeah.
Okay, so I would say three or four key points that we address.
Hmm.
First and foremost, when you are doing the screening for patient recruitment, is this the right patient?
Okay.
Usually you have inclusion criterias,
Yes.
but most of the inclusion criterias are very high level.
Yeah.
Breast cancer patient, women between the age of this and this,
Yeah. It's not going at the molecular level at all, right? Or the
absolutely
cellular level.
right,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So that's why even when you recruit patients, they don't perform very well, right?
Hmm.
So by leveraging assays, tests like Onco Insights,
Hmm.
a molecular level, you have a much better fit. So, patient selection is a very interesting area where we can help the clinical trials be successful by
Hmm.
recruiting the right patients.
Hmm.
Equally important, patient deselection. How not to recruit the wrong patients.
Hmm.
Because one bad apple messes up the whole fruit basket. Okay, right? And so, again, when you integrate the ctDNA and CTCs, you have a much richer set. So, we could basically find better patients,
Hmm.
recruit the right patient and deselect the wrong patient. So that's one, clear value proposition to the pharma companies.